Good morning, everybody. The Rev here. Time for a cup of coffee with Jesus. Good coffee. Hey, I just want to talk to you about joy. Joy is an amazing thing. When you find it, you don't want to let it go. But joy is different than being happy. Joy is something that's deep down inside. Happy is something that comes about from circumstances. But joy is something that's there despite your circumstances. Your circumstances bring about what you have for your commitment in life. That's really it. And it shows you what kind of community you have, and it shows you what your relationship with Christ is when circumstances happen. Because, stuff just happens all the time. When I was reading about joy, though, I was like, there's so many scriptures on joy. I mean, it's all throughout the New Testament about the joy of the Lord, the joy of the Lord. But two main scriptures that got to me was in Philippians 3:1, and it says, whatever happens, brothers and sisters, may the Lord give you joy. Saying, whatever your circumstances are, may the Lord give you joy in them. Because how you go through an event is really showing where you're standing with Christ is. If you go through a tough, traumatic, circumstantial event, guess what? The Lord is there. Whether you choose to look at him or not look at him, whether you choose to lean on him or not lean on him, he is there. But it's when you lean into him that the possibility of joy in those circumstances can happen. And then if you go down to James 1, verses 2 through 4, it says, dear brothers and sisters, whatever trouble comes your way, let it be an opportunity for joy. For when your faith is tested, your endurance has a chance to grow. I love that. So let it grow. For when your endurance is fully developed, you will be strong in character and ready for anything. He's saying this like, it's going to happen. It's going to happen, but your choice is whether you're joyful through those things or not. It's an opportunity for joy. Because it's an opportunity to watch the Lord do the supernatural. When you're standing in faith, but I always love how they make a comparison to the endurance. Because, if you're training to run the mile, the first one or two times, it just really stinks and there's no joy in it. But just as their endurance in running the mile increases, the more they run, and then they start setting PRs, personal records. They just set a PR after PR after PR. Guess what? They start getting more joyful about the accomplishments, about something that used to be difficult. You watch kids, I watched my kids when they swam, when they played soccer, when they played volleyball, when they would compete in horseback riding, anything that they did. In the beginning, they had an idea that, this is going to be so much fun. But then when they got in the endurance part of it, they were like, woo, they always whine. You whined when you were a kid. Come on, don't act like you didn't. We all whine. We whine when it gets tough. But as their endurance developed, you start seeing them experience more joy through the sports because they have endured, and because they endured, they have joy in it now. I remember my daughter when she was a libero on a volleyball team, that even though she would be on the ground more than she was standing up, she's constantly diving for balls. She was in a tournament and her hips were so bruised. She said, Dad, I need you to take my shoes off. My hips are so bruised, I feel like they're going to pop if I bend over. I'm like, you got it, babe. I got your shoes. But she was still joyful. She's drinking her water. Her hips are bruised to the point that she can't hardly bend over. But there was joy in it because she had endured so much in her training that she developed to the point of joy. It's the same thing with our walk. When the circumstances come, one after one after one, guess what? It's a chance for growth and endurance. So it says, for when your endurance is fully developed, you will be strong in character and ready for anything. Back to Philippians. Philippians 3:1. Whatever happens, dear brothers and sisters, may the Lord give you joy. May He give you joy. You know what? I didn't want to get out of bed this morning, but guess what? I am joyful now because I got a cup of coffee, good coffee. I'm getting to spread the gospel. I'm getting to tell you about joy, which develops my joy because it's developing my endurance. I hope you guys understand that the joy is there. You just have to press into it with endurance. I hope you guys have a great, amazing day. Thanksgiving's coming up. I hope you guys get a chance to develop friendships. I hope you get a chance to break bread with your family. And when you're thankful for the things that you have in your life, guess what? You'll find joy. Love you guys. Jesus loves you most of all. There's nothing that you can do about either one of them. I hope you guys have a great day. Love you. See you soon. Goodbye.